ThaBoxingvoice.com. That's the Gibbs in association with Fight High. And I'm here with Danny Garcia. What is up, man?
Ain't nothing much. Out here in Miami, just working out, having fun. That's it.
So
Staying and keeping my head in the game. That's it.
I'm just happy I bumped into you. Obviously, I was here to see Chris Colbert, and bumping into you is always a great surprise and a pleasure. How realistic is this 54 move? Is that really something you want to do? Was that tongue-in-cheek?
Nah, I'm really serious about it.
So that's it, no more welterweight?
Oh, no, I'm not. I won't say that. I'm saying, because if there's another big fight in me at that weight, we'll definitely do it. You feel me? But I really want to go to 154. I really do.
Now, Tony Harrison's last fight didn't end the way he wanted, but he was the first 54-pounder to be like, man, you know, Danny's a big name. I would love to be in the ring with him. Is that still a realistic option, or you prefer someone coming off a win or more glamorous?
It doesn't matter, but just to show you, the dude he fought was a 147-pound fighter who went up to 154 and looked way stronger and way better. That guy's a good fighter, but he was never a top welterweight, you feel me? He was never a champion. And just by him moving up, made him that much stronger and that much better. And I feel like me, obviously I won't be the biggest guy, you know what I'm saying, at 154, coming from 140, 147, and 154. But my dreams was always to be a 3-division champion, you feel me? So I feel like that's the next chapter in my career. But I'm not saying I won't fight at 147 again, but I really want to fight at 154.
Dan, so how do you make the decision, like, to know what to do in camp? I mean, because you don't have a date, you don't have an opponent, you don't have a division, basically.
Right, that's why I'm staying in the gym. I'm staying in the gym, doing my push-ups, doing my sit-ups, keeping my muscles strong. That way, when I move up to 154, I'm just not fat. You know what I'm saying? I'm strong. Because even when I get down, when I'm training for 147, I'm like 160. I already look cut up. I look strong. So that's how I know I'm gonna be great at 147. I'm 154.
So you said at 47, if there's a big fight, what's a big fight in your eyes? Because
I think Mikey Garcia.
Okay.
Mikey, that's a big fight for me. A rematch with Thurman.
Okay.
You know, that's a big fight.
Would you take that rematch with Thurman immediately, or you want him to get a win?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I was just in his gym. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I didn't see it. At the end of the day, I done fought him already, so I don't even care about like matchmaking and all that. Who's this side? Who's this side? I did that already. I fought. It don't matter to me who I fight no more. To be honest, I done fought him already. You feel me? So I don't really have to. Oh, I need to. Oh, let me fight him. Let me make sure. That shit don't matter.
That's what's up.
I done fought him already, you feel me? Now it just gotta make sense though. I'm not gonna fight a guy who ain't never fought nobody, you know what I'm saying?
So basically that's like a Jerron and Virgil, those dudes are not on your radar.
Oh no, I think Jerron Ennis is the future of boxing, you feel me? He's from Philly. I know his dad since I was a kid. I used to go to his gym and spar down Bosie's Junction. He used to always be like, see that little kid over there? Little Boots? He the next one, because his other sons was boxers too.
Yeah, I know cool and
his other son was boxers, so they never became champion. And I think that's why he has that special chip on his shoulder. You know, he wants to prove to his dad that, you know, he wants to make that last name, that Ennis name, famous. But I think Jerron and I think Ennis and Ortiz, that's a future big fight. Yes. For them. I think that's like the new generation of big fights, you know what I mean?
For sure. I mean, a lot of people in your generation or your eras, like Sean and Keith already said, like, I'm not fighting a Jerron or a Virgil because they're on another level. Like, you guys feel like you're on a level. Do you feel like that, or would you, if the money was right, would you give those guys an opportunity, or you know, they got to make their own bones another way, not off of you? Kind of like you got Morales one day.
Yeah. But I just came off a big win against Khan, so that got me that fight. You feel me?
You were 7-1 underdog.
Yeah. I just came off a big win, so I just feel like Ennis. I don't have no interest in fighting him. To be honest, he's a Philly fighter. I just don't believe in fighting people from Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? I believe he's the future. I believe he's one of the next pound for pound best fighters in the world. You know what I'm saying? Ortiz, you know, in the future we can, you know, if it makes sense, he gets a big win, then we can always make that happen. But You know,
he's scheduled to fight Velasquez, who faced Terence Crawford, who some people say dropped Crawford. It wasn't counted as a knockdown. Now remember, Virgil's Mexican, you're Puerto Rican, and he's got a little fan base in Texas for sure. That can make some financial sense.
Absolutely. Like I said before, he's got. I feel like in order to fight me, you gotta at least fight some good fighters. Like before.
Is the Velasquez win enough, or it depends how he does? If he gets the win, how he gets it. It's not a big enough.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said before, I really don't know, and I don't care, to be honest. Like, I'm not really worried about him. You know what I'm saying? He got his own future, I'm pretty sure. But he's looking young, he's looking hungry. And, you know, keep doing your thing. And good luck.
What's the possibility of Al giving you Jermell after he beats Castano, if that happens? Like, is that a type of 54-pound fight you're looking for, or you just looking for a name? I mean, obviously, because Jermell's a real 54-pounder, so I don't know if you looking for that type of fight. Is that like, is Danny looking for legacy at 54, or is he looking for a title at 54?
I want to get my feet wet first.
Okay.
I would like to fight somebody at 154, get my feet wet, and then, hey, they offer me that fight, I'll take it.
You would fight him.
Yeah,
because I think they would fight you. Like Tony said, you know, you're a big name, so it don't matter the division. So I think.
Right. I'm on some Roberto Duran shit when he went up to 160, and he beat Iran Barkley, and he went up to 154 and became champion. So I want to be like those guys. You feel me? When they fought the best. Yeah, they had a few losses, but they fought each other. Can't nobody say they didn't fight each other. They went up in weight. They became 3-time, 4-time world champions. And I feel like that's what boxing's all about. It's about fighting the best and daring to be great. And that's what I want to do.
Well, obviously, you've been in the ring with Earl, and he's got the Pacquiao fight, man.
Yeah.
Something that you know, were rumored to get a couple of times. You've been in there. You felt the power. Mm-hmm. He said he was 70 to 80%.
Me too. I wasn't 100% either. Anybody knows Danny Garcia know I wasn't 100%. You know, I had some injuries going in that fight, but I don't make no excuses. And mentally, I wasn't into it. The whole pandemic thing and all that, quarantine and being in the bubble and training with nobody in the gym. It was just hard to get sparring. It was really hard to get sparring. You know, and it was just a mediocre camp, to be honest, for a big fight. It just didn't feel like a big fight because the time we was in, it was like, it was weird. It was like every day you woke up was like a dark day. You're not knowing the fight gonna get canceled. You just weren't worrying about dumb stuff. It was just a weird time to fight, to be honest. Like during the middle of a pandemic, because that's when we fought. So it was just like, you know, it was just a weird vibe. Like I just didn't like the whole vibe, the whole situation. I like being out in the open. I like going out to wake up in the morning to get something to eat. I like to take a walk around the block. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be stuck in my room. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, definitely, I wasn't 100% either. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Do you think 100% Earl could knock out Pacquiao?
Like I said before, I think he can stop Pacquiao with a body shot, but I think Pacquiao can stop him too.
Word?
Yeah. I think it's a 50-50 fight. I think that fight's not going the distance. I said this before in another interview. If the Pac-Man that showed up against Keith Thurman, that's a dangerous Pacquiao. You know? And the Spence that fought Kell Brook could stop Pacquiao. The Spence that fought Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? Because Manny's not going to fight you if he don't think he can beat you. He's a legend. He's not going to fight you. He's not going to fight you if he don't think he has a chance to beat you.
Yeah,
he saw our fight and he was like, okay, maybe he's not what people think. You know what I'm saying? That's what everyone says when they don't look good. I'm not 100%. You know what I'm saying? I'm not this, I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? He's a great fighter. But that's what happens when you fight another great. You don't look good. You know what I'm saying?
Where do you rate his power with everyone else you faced? Is he the biggest puncher? Earl's not.
Nah.
Spencer's not. So who?
He's the strongest fighter I ever fought, physically.
In the clinch, you mean?
Just physically, you know, trying to walk you down. You feel him in front of you. You feel me? He's long, no homo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's not the biggest puncher though, but he's the physically strong. Thurman's harder hitter than him.
Really?
Yeah, Thurman punches harder than him.
Whoa.
Yeah. Thurman has more of that thump. Spence has that. He'll break you down.
Now, you sure this ain't biased? Because Thurman always saying you the hardest puncher he fought?
No, absolutely not. I mean, he's not the hardest. Matisse is the hardest puncher I ever fought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Thurman's not.
Yeah, I say Thurman's like the second. You know what I'm saying? But Matisse is the hardest puncher I ever fought.
Wow.
His was like, when it hit you, it was like, you got to bite down every time or he's going to knock you out. Like, he shakes your brain, that type of hit.
Damn.
Like, he hit you on this side and you feel it on the other side. But, nah, Earl's not the biggest puncher, but he's strong. He's the strongest. Him and Peterson felt like the same type of body strength. Peterson was really strong, too, like, physically. Like, he couldn't punch, but he was strong.
Yeah. So, it's funny you brought up Thurman. How do you feel being a guy that faced both Keith and Spence? How do you feel hearing Spence say, like, I'm not fighting Keith because Keith allegedly didn't give him an opportunity, but, you know, the truth is your name and Sean's name was bigger at the time, and that's why he fought you and Sean.
Right.
Do you think that's a fight that needs to happen so it could be like, you know?
Nah, I don't think that fight. I don't think no one cares about that fight, to be honest.
Nobody cares about Thurman Spence?
Nah, nobody. I don't hear nobody talking about that. You feel me? Just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? I don't think no one cares about that fight.
So obviously the one that cares is Spence.
Thurman has to. When is Thurman fighting again? He's had fought like in 3 years, right?
2 years.
Oh, 2?
2 years.
It feels like a long time,
Well,
though.
he got this interview now. We're going to get this out now. You know, because I was just in his gym maybe 2 weeks ago.
Right.
He's definitely...
Is he fighting?
No fight. Nothing allegedly scheduled. But you neither. Let's make something
Yeah, I mean, I
happen.
just fought in December, though. I mean, that's 6, 7 months. It's not 3 years.
Nah,
I just fought
two.
like...
He got two.
I
Last
fought
time
like
he
4
fought-
times already. It's 5 times since he fought.
The last time he fought was the Pacquiao fight.
That was like 3 years ago, right?
Two.
Oh, two. Going on 3. I'm not saying
He
nothing.
just had a kid.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
congratulations, man. That probably explains it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We have a kid, it's different. It's different. You feel me? It's different. You a daddy now. I don't know that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Your mindset changes a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I think he's in the gym already. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it can make you hungry or softer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely. You got a kid now. What, you gonna die in the ring?
Ooh, so you saying you think more cautiously now?
It depends who you are.
Wow.
It depends who you are. You feel me? You got something that's bigger than boxing now. You got a whole different, you got a child to take care of. You feel me? So it depends who you are. Some people make them hungrier, some people make them soft.
You the champ. What do you think about this Crawford fight? Because you said nobody's talking about Keith and Spence.
Right.
Obviously, everybody's talking Crawford Spence.
Right.
A, do you believe it happens?
I don't think there's enough money in that fight to be made.
Really?
Yeah. I think that's what's stopping it. I think it's a bigger fight than what it will make financially.
But the fight happened with you.
Well, it probably made more sense. I don't know.
That's
You feel me?
crazy.
So, I don't know. If you look at the buys, that's what they go by. You feel me? They go by your past history. If you're doing 60 to 100, and then the person you're supposed to be fighting is doing 350, 250 to 350, you feel me, in that range, then it's like, it kind of don't make sense if you look at the business route. You know what I'm saying? So that means y'all gonna do.
But think about it like this. Remember when Gennady Golovkin, he fought Jacobs and he fought Lemieux. He only did 170 and 190.
Yeah,
then he fought Canelo, did 1.2 or 1.1.
That's Canelo, though. You talking about the face of boxing. The #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. We got a whole country behind him. He's now an American star. That's a whole different ballgame. You can't compare that. You feel me? Maybe it does. I mean, I would love to see that fight happen. To be honest, as a boxing fan, you know, as a fighter, because you know you always want to see the top guys fight each other. And sometimes it sucks that politics and money stop big fights. And I think that's one of those fights where we don't know. Maybe they could do it like in Saudi Arabia, like one of those big fights. One of them big promoters out there just spend the money.
Well, there's rumors he's supposed to be out his contract in October. Do you think that the PBC has interest in him?
See, what a lot of people don't understand is like just because you leave your promoter don't mean another promoter is going to buy the fight.
So you don't think Al would want to sign Crawford?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he'll sign him, but I'm talking about the fight.
So you still think? So you think you saying just because he signed him don't mean he give him the Earl fight?
Yeah.
Wow.
It don't matter. You feel me? It's a budget. It's a budget. You feel me? It's a budget for every fight. It's like if Showtime got 20 million for the whole year, they got to share that with all these fighters. You feel me?
Yeah,
So if one fight alone is taking 15 million, how you gonna feed the rest of the fighters? Unless you do a large amount of what? Pay-per-view buys. And if you don't do that, then if they seem it like it's a risk, then the fight's never gonna happen. Because it's all about money, bro. It's a business. You feel me? So that's how that goes.
Well, how did you feel when you heard Bob say, "I'm only giving Porter $1 million to fight Crawford"?
I don't know. I don't know how much Porter made. You feel me? So I can't count nobody's pockets, man. Like I don't know. You feel me? I made $1 million in 2011, so don't come with me with that bullshit.
Chris, you ready? Yo, make sure he's ready. So Wilder Fury 3, man. He won arbitration. He getting the rematch. Can he get that green belt back? What you think?
I think it's a good fight. It's just one of those fights you just don't know what's gonna happen, bro. Cause he got that game changer. Hopefully, cause Fury's a special fighter, man. He's a special fighter. He understands boxing, like he understands the sweet science. And it's hard, and he looks mentally strong. Both of them are mentally strong. So that's why I think this fight is gonna be a good fight. And I don't know what's gonna happen, to be honest. This is one of them fights where I just don't. I know Fury got skills, and I know that Wilder's hungry. He wants his belt back, and he got that game changer, so you can never
count him out.
Yeah.
What you think about the clips? Have you gotten a chance? I know you live a busy life, but did you see
good.
the clips with him?
Nah, I'll be on the internet just like y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he's looking good. Malik Scott, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, he's got a Philly trainer. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. And let's just see. All we got to sit back and see. I think it's gonna be a great fight, though. I think it's gonna be a great fight.
Before they announced it, it was a lot of like hoopla about Tyson fighting Joshua. My question is, do you think that Eddie and Joshua had that same energy? If somehow Wilder was able to win, will they have that same energy for Undisputed? You think we'll finally see that?
If Wilder wins, you'll probably never see Fury and Joshua fight.
Well, no, I mean Wilder and Joshua.
Oh, okay.
For Undisputed now.
I think they banking on Fury to win, though.
Of course. But that's why I'm asking, do you think the energy change and they'll shift to Wilder now? Like, fuck
nah, that probably won't happen. That probably won't happen. Because I think Wilder and Fury is that's like 50-50 because of the styles. But I think Wilder style is better against Joshua than Fury. You feel me? So I think they banking on that Fury fight to win. But I don't know. I really don't know, because money talks. You feel me? It's all about money. You get somebody $50 million, they probably fight anyway. All right, bro, take it easy.
Speaking of money, man, Billy Joe got $8 million to fight Canelo. Obviously, the next person in line is Keller. He's turned down 2 offers though.
Who, Caleb Plant?
In the past though.
Okay.
But now it's all the belts, But I guess it was the smart thing to do. He turned them down. Now Canelo got all the belts. He the last man standing.
Yeah.
His belt is worth more. Do you think they actually come to an agreement for that fight?
I would like to see Caleb get that fight. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he deserves it. I don't know if you know his life story. You know what happened?
Oh,
he got a crazy life story. You feel me? And I feel like that's the type of fighter that you need to give a Canelo a good fight or even beat him. You need somebody who has that special, extra motivation and inside. And I think he has. I think that'd be a good fight. Canelo's on a different level right now. He's believing in himself 120%, physically, mentally. So Canelo's gonna be a tough fighter to beat right now, but I feel like Caleb Plant deserves the opportunity to fight him.
Tell me you seen the Tank fight.
Yeah, of course.
Whoa.
Watched it the other night.
You wasn't there because I didn't see it.
Nah, I ain't go. I watched it at home.
Whoa.
That was nice. That was good.
That crowd is, Vegas ain't got nothing on Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's just his market, though. Because if another fighter fight there, he probably won't be able to do that.
Wow.
He found his pocket in the game.
Word.
Yeah, that's good shit, man. He looked good, too.
What you think of the performance?
I think he did good. He did good. He got some serious power, Gervonta. He got that one-punch knockout power. I knew that would be the difference. I knew the kid would give him a good fight. Until a certain point where he lands a big punch and he won't be able to recover. And that's exactly what happened. You feel me? Because Tank is not a busy fighter, but every time he throws is with bad intentions. And in order to beat a fighter like Tank, you gotta be mentally strong, just like him. Cause his mental strength, he got that dog in him where it's like, you feel me? And if you ain't got that dog, then you ain't gonna beat him.
On PBC, because Saturday, obviously Mayweather said we keeping it in-house, which is cool because Tio Road to Undisputed was in-house. So like, the only names I can think of is obviously Mikey, which you want, Mikey at 140, Rolando Romero, the other TMC fighter, Cuban American, and oh my God, what was the other one I said yesterday? Gary Russell Jr. Are those good fights for Tank?
Yeah, I think Gary Russell's a good fight for him, but at 135. 130 though, not 135.
Really? Russell wanted to come up to 35. He was even trying to get a Crawford fight. You ain't see that?
Yeah, I think Gary got the skills. I was just saying that it's a little B-hop the other day.
Skills to fight at 47?
No. I'm saying Gary Russell and Tank at 135 would be a good ass fight.
Yes. Do you think that happens though? It seems like they following the Mayweather green print, which is obviously African American versus a Mexican.
Mm-hmm.
Do we get the slick black fighter? Which I guess maybe he could be considered that.
I don't know. I think if the fight makes sense, Tank is a big star right now, so he got leverage on his side.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, I don't know what the numbers were on pay-per-view, but that determines everything. You feel me? If he does big numbers, hold on a second. Hello?
Yo, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.